Fly away, my heart, don't despair. The world is full of joy. You cry, you smile, then you dance. Even though sometimes it's a drag to toil without a gain. You cry, you smile, then you dance. Celebrating life is real, but not without a cry. Celebrating life is good, but not without a smile. Celebrating life is sweet, but not without a dance. And celebrating life with you, with everything it brings. Now won't you fly away, my heart, don't despair. Hello, wherever you are. Good day, good evening, good morning. It is your host, Charmaine Mbatha from South Africa. It is 8 p.m. in the evening, and it is an amazing, beautiful night. And today, the topic is we are celebrating life on Radio Works World, hosted from London with Marina Nani. And welcome wherever you are. I know that it's 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 tough times when we look around in the world and all the things that are happening with the poverty, with the wars, and just in our personal lives alone. There are so many struggles that each one of us is facing daily and momentarily every minute, and the most unexpected things happen to us, and we are just supposed to deal with it. But the reason why I'm emphasizing today that we learn, that we condition our minds to celebrate life as it comes is last week I lost a cousin of mine. He was ill and died. He was very young, and it's not that it's good when people die, but it's always sadder when somebody dies young, because you think, oh, I'm lucky. That was my thinking at the time. I'm so lucky to still be alive and have my whole life ahead of me, even though I there may be things that I was complaining about at the time, and in my own mind, and feeling like, oh, I should have done that already. I'm behind, because we put so much pressure on ourselves, with all the things that we need to achieve. Some of us are in families, and we have families to provide for. We have dependents, and some of us have illnesses that we've been struggling with for a long time. And the most important thing throughout all of that is remembering why you are here. And just saying that, remembering why you are here, I find that there are people who still struggle, who are still searching for what it is exactly their purpose is. You've tried so many things, and you still don't seem to have that fulfillment. But I'm here to tell you today that that thought alone is stealing from you. That is like a thief in the night that steals all of your efforts. Just waking up in the morning and be with the willingness to face the day, no matter what it is that you have ahead of you, the willingness to get out of your bed and face, just opening your eyes and taking your first breath as you wake up. That is something to celebrate. That is life. And it, that is the gift that you have to make a difference to somebody else. We put, again, pressure in ourselves, upon ourselves, to be something to somebody else, yet we forget to feed our own souls. Some of us are in situations where you are the only one that everyone around is depending on. You are the one that has to do everything. Everyone is looking to you for advice. People are looking to you for support. But at the end of the day, you are the hero that is left with nobody to comfort. But today, as I realized this last week, is it does not matter how much you are facing and how many burdens may be around you. The moment you take the responsibility for yourself first, to say, hey, you know what, I'm grateful for this day. You don't need a reason to celebrate. It does not have to be a big win and then yay, throw a celebration because of that. No, you have every reason to celebrate, even if you are in the darkest time and cannot see it now. This is why we have a full life, because we create memories within that life. And just think back of something that made you happy, and draw from that. I like a quote that I shared earlier today. It says, by Oprah Winfrey. Oh, I love that woman. The more you praise and celebrate life, the more there is in life to celebrate. And that is so, it's tied with the law, with the universal law of cause and effect, because your thoughts, behaviors and actions, they create effects that manifest and create your life as you know it. So if you are constantly in a space where you are, first of all, thinking bad, and living in your limiting beliefs and thinking and talking down on yourself, because all of this starts in your mind before you utter it out. So here you are, you tried something, it did not work, and then you're beating yourself up. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I should have done better. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm like this. The more you say that, the more you think it and say it, you become it. But even when there seems to be no reason at all to celebrate, find it, because there has to be. Even if you are lying in bed and feeling like this is the end, celebrate that you are living, that you are alive, that you are even blinking. Celebrate breathing. There is, oh my goodness, a couple of years ago I lost a friend through cancer. And as she was very ill and struggling to breathe, and it was at that moment I was grateful for my own breath, because it was something for me that happened so naturally that I could not see how valuable it is until I saw somebody else suffer without it. There are so many things that we see as lacking in our lives, but when you just turn around, and you usually would not have to look very far to find another person that has it worse than you. Complaining and feeling down and living in disbelief only brings about more things to to feel that way about. But when we condition our minds and create that space to be, live in joy, that's how you because being in a space of sadness or depression or anxiety, it's because you condition your mind, whether you are aware of it or not. It's a continuous conditioning of your mind, because you're constantly thinking about the same thing over and over again, and then it sinks. The deeper you're sinking in your depression or your anxiety is the more you experience it. But if you were to shift that and do the exact same thing, as much as you think about the things that pull you down, think about the things that make you happy. It could be, maybe you take a walk down the street and look at somebody. It's amazing how it's amazing how things are infectious. If you look at somebody crying, you automatically think, either feel bad for them, or you think of a time when you were crying and you feel sad. But if you look at somebody smiling and happy, you laugh, and it reminds you of a happy memory, which is why it's important to surround ourselves with people that have that joy that you don't have, because it is infectious. We are not always in a happy space and as joyful as I would love to be every day. It's not that way. And so when I'm feeling down, what I do is if my thoughts are just not taking me to a happy place, I just go and be with somebody that I know, or talk to somebody that I know is in that space. You don't even have to tell them exactly what's going on with you, again, because what we talk about all the time consumes us, our minds and how we feel. So pick up the phone and call somebody who you know is gonna light up your day, and just hear what they have to say. It doesn't have to be about you or about them. And if you have to call 10 people to find that one that is gonna make you laugh just a little bit, it takes the weight off. So whenever you're feeling low, tell your heart, speak to your heart and tell it, like the song says that I'm about to sing again because I love it so much and it makes me so happy. Tell your heart that, you know what, fly away. Do not despair. It's in thought, and the transformation, it happens in minutes. The more you practice it, the more it happens to you. And listen to music. you know I am the melody host, and it is because I love music so much. And also being careful of what kind of music we are listening to. There was a time when uh I was going through something, and funny enough, I would listen to music that would make me feel even more sad. You're going through a breakup, and you're going to go and listen to a breakup song that's going to make you feel even more down. But it was, as much as that is good. It's good in its own light, because at least it's an outlet of what you're suppressing within. But listen to music, play a beat, and just go with the wind, and tell your heart, I know you're hurting. I know it's tough right now, but just fly away. Fly away, my heart. Do not despair. The world is full of joy. The world is full of joy, and that joy lies within us, because we are the ones that let it out, no matter what is happening. Fly away, my heart, don't despair. The world is full of joy. You cry, you smile, then you dance. Nothing is permanent. Every situation changes, but it changes the moment you start to think and look at it differently. So, from me, Charmaine, your melody host, just I had to share this. I had to plant the seed in you to get in the space of celebrating your life. It can be a morning um ritual, or not ritual, mantra, that you say that today I'm happy, I'm a joyful person, I'm going to celebrate life, and I'm going to find any reason to celebrate my life, because your life is valuable. You may be in a space where you don't see it right now, but somebody needs you, and somebody loves having you around. We all have love around us. We just have to be open to receiving it and seeing it. And that love always surrounds us, and whether we receive it or not, I mean, it's just it, because love is that, it's everywhere, and it will fill you. It will fill you until you open up and start to fill up yourself from within too. So yeah, celebrating life is real, but not without a cry. That do not be afraid of tears. It happens. Celebrating life is sweet, but not without a smile. Always smile, always smile. There's nothing like wearing a smile, because even though you may be hurting inside, but when you wear that smile, you find yourself finding reason to smile, and then before you know it, you are laughing. And celebrating life is real, but not without a dance. Dance, nurture your inner child. I remember when I was a kid, it was, dancing is not something for just specific people. A move, it's amazing what it does for your body. It's amazing what it does for your spirit. It lifts you up instantly. It's little minor little things that we can do to transform our lives daily, because there is a lot that we are facing, and there is a lot that is happening within the world right now. I believe that the more there are people who are in the space of celebrating, is more that we send it out into the universe, and therefore it will come back and heal this world, and heal us, and heal everybody around you with the joy that you exude. And celebrating life is good with everything it brings. Now won't you fly away my heart, don't despair. The world is full of joy. You cry, you smile, then you dance. So from me in South Africa, your melody host, I wish you a wonderful night, a wonderful day. If you are starting now, perfect, because then you can start with the celebration immediately. But if you're going to bed, you go to bed with a good heart, knowing that you celebrate the day as it was and the day that comes tomorrow. With love from South Africa, it is Charmaine Mbatha, your melody host. Goodbye.